Okay, me that say. You see, me are very keen watching how Madrid will rebuild after Carlo Ancelotti leaving the team. Carlo Ancelotti is not leaving alone. He's leaving with another leader on the pitch, Luka Modric. Into the rebuilding, and easy, sir. Barcelona, Jabi, Busquets, Iniesta, Frigo. They have labored well on my bread. And son of my bedroom pemping, so yeah. And no boat, you go sway, yes, she but say, I buy a Pedri, Frankie de Jong, Mona, Ebo, Borna, Kama. I'll make football. Ken, midfield, Madrid, a very important placer. I was some Madrid, and I'm not surprised. Say all the transfer news about Madrid, a midfield. Let me give you a reminder, if you do remember. Liverpool versus Real Madrid, 2008. Na one day Ramos no ma pamo Ben Schuster. Na Liverpool midfield of Jabi Alonso, Mascherano, Steven Gerrard. She midfield 3-way. Madrid, Lassana Diarra, Fernando Gago, and Schneider. Now in the Champions League round of 16th, Liverpool bomb 1-0, some bomb 4-0. Clearly, Liverpool, Gerrard, Mascherano, Xabi Alonso, no more Surubi Bree. They cleared them as some young quada. That is why when Florentino Perez took over 2009, one of the first things he wanted to solve was Madrid's midfield. Yesterday, Koto Xabi Alonso, who was bossing the midfield for Liverpool then, and the neighbor team not talk Kaka. He wanted to do a rebuild, especially in midfield. Kaka Anfa. Sometimes you see when you want to build a midfield three, Utobi Efa, Utobi Emfa. The following year, Kedira by Kedira was short term because he had a good World Cup. Uzu Benin Min can't do it, Thomas. So it took a while. Answer. Yeah, Babenya, Toni Kroos, Casemiro, and then Luka Modric. About 3 years in year, Madrid are trying to rebuild their midfield. Ideally, Casemiro, the direct replacement at your Relan Chouameni. Casemiro, the direct replacement at Chouameni. Now, Ebia about Luka Modric on the control and about Madrid midfield. Into 1 year, turn on the bar and the style and it's say Luka Modric. And I'm going to Camavinga by into Ubetinya Kazanka, Luka Modric, the direct replacement at Camavinga. Toni Kroos. Ebian can a direct replacement a Freddy Valverde. That's the conversation. It's in car, it can will not be discussing Madrid going for another midfielder. But no question me woman say. Sa place me and Sam with Bob Woody. Aurelien Chouameni, Vitinha Drew Casemiro, even 80% of Casemiro na Derby. Camavinga here Tonoba say in come understand Luka Modric say no see controlling ball on Fifi and dictate the game no Camavinga will do her na Derby. It is only Freddy Valverde na Obeka said need the eye kakra but Freddy Valverde only direct profile to Toni Kroos because Toni Kroos adia ba ko wa Freddy Valverde enya say yen controlling ball deep midfield no on too long passes that long passes no only but okay. It's again, me no can say ideally, Madrid were Danny Ceballos, or Freddy Valverde, or Jude Bellingham, or Camavinga, na or Chouameni. Me the other Gule Krakawa or other Gule, which is like 6 midfielders. It's again 6 midfielders. He maybe sounds like 6 midfielders. Isn't this enough for a season? 6 midfielders are enough for a season, but Madrid says it is not enough. I didn't see. Say, as a side control no more midfield no. On my train Camavinga side, they are not getting it. So now let's go into the market and find someone who can control the midfield for us, especially when Luka Modric is leaving. Let me give you examples. Players are what say ya bomudin and ya better Madrid for when you controllers in midfield. McAllister or your day. Yeah, boss will be men did anything to say. Yeah, both flowing events kakra or made for the kakra, or so not something to say. Say, yeah, bar and run near Enzo Fernandez as some or your day. And then, and Commander Quaco Pian Vitinha or your day. These are all control your Jibola or Tono Bobo Bonibi. It's clearly the way Madrid want to go. SSA, they said now they don't want to do transitions, baby. They want to carry the ball from midfield. We a defender. You don't have to look up, say me play be through me car. Pass the ball through midfield. You better transitions, you better transition through midfield. Until we need a ball controller. Until they say, "Dia buy a Vitinha." Can Vitinha die? On do Modric die, but waiting me boy do. Very good midfielder. Me, some I can. So me they be out continue say the best player for PSG this season. Hey Vitinha, not Dembele. Akwa no ni ball. Obeje ball ni dey free chira carry ball no timu say some all controlling midfield net them out. But the problem is say Madrid have issues with Paris Saint-Germain, which I am not too sure PSG will be willing to let go. And I think that and ideally then can think Vitinha will play very well, but if the obstacles not those one, Madrid should start looking elsewhere because it looks like Madrid are okay paying over 100 million for some midfield and all open. Market will be still on one. Vitinha is an ideal player, but it's going to be very difficult to be told. Clearly, Madrid are not okay, and they will not be okay until they get their controlling midfielder. They are tossing me, you know. Ken, share last season. Now, your tire comparison, we call social media, we call radio stations, all the comparison. Now, your tire say Phil Foden, Lamine Yamal, Jude Bellingham. Why in the limbo? Okay. It got to some point in time, we even added Jenny Mohammed Kudus to this conversation. If you do remember those last year's uncommon one. Because last year, offer her Kudus, but oh, yes, oh, Kudus is playing well. Oh, then Phil Foden is also there. Cole Palmer is also there. Lamine Yamal. That was last year's conversation. But interestingly, you know right heroes, you know, and Lamine Yamal picky. Phil Foden and your bad heroes. Cole Palmer and your bad heroes. Season, your room cried the Phil Foden. Why, he's been out. Just say the ball not out. And Kudus, there is in it. Cole Palmer started well. Also, there no is in it. It is our comparison. Na ye no. Ya kwa do pepe so be as I say. The conversation is only on Lamine Yamal. Why am I saying this? Look, Pep Guardiola is trying as much as possible to defend Phil Foden. Last year, the best player in the English Premiership was Phil Foden. What has happened to him? What is happening to him? And these excuses, you know, is it to say, I don't know the reason why Phil Foden born up from one now. Ken, now I'm here, boy, and I say our family issues. Phil Foden wa home yensa. Kora ketskiti yo wa home yensa, esa kora no, obeko fie ni eja kora na dia born so. Mentally, this guy is unable to sleep well. You see, these things we don't normally talk about. You see, some of these things affect players the power. Akwa no be interview say mentally, just are you exhausted? Minim ne yere ni baby or wa just akwa ona oh how lifestyle is a talent. The last time we make her say Yankopo shia Lamine Yamal say girl na Lamine Yamal dating na girl no ko chiti and nyame ene bo Lamine Yamal. Because Lamine Yamal la yin nyina susu se dachi oba beye Lionel Messi mo level ni bi no. So ko shia oba bi no ba ne de ne fa de mu be 3 months. One win here. You not see the Lamine Yamal we are used to seeing it now. It's a lifestyle is very important today. Phil Foden born no pass the crown to me mo. He's gone. Ken football and that. Na kine me pacho. Debi otie say wawo na nkoda gusu na wonti me na obeji ubo adwuma mkra na wabra say wo ba tu tonko. Ken they say football and one now. No, but honestly, mentally he's exhausted. Now you heard him next season. Complete, he's gone. Okay. Say we don't have a conversation. Can show me a minute or two. Yenya Abdulaziz.
Aziz in some
Mino Tio. Me funny nigga. See, if you don't know the story, Abdulaziz.
Basa Janquan.
Basa. Janquan.
Basa Janquan. And paying for the impress on Abdulaziz into Oceana Senka, taking on my man.
Only Mususo say. David Odro ni Abdulaziz. Na ye nyina ye wa Abdulaziz boji pa because on na so draw mo sign no and Abdulaziz the na loan. Na me no see when I'm friend Noah Davic no. German national under 17 captain. Noah Davic omoko under 17. One you see that under 17 Europe tournament na Lami Yama koji ni din pa Barcelona nya no moji dio. Noah Davic was the main guy in that tournament. Barcelona fan. Ono so oko o se ontiment na ho wa twen ya ye mane bobo me kan ye si studio say it looks like omo ankwara no mo call ya mo ye number 10 9 mu ono it's difficult to break into Barcelona for ankwara but it is not over yet skin born on your body win born oko na no ya under 20 tournament here bo Africa he played very well it looks like the talent is still there. Em say ade ba kwa mate say penyifo ne nianje from the scratch and say sir TikTok live na attitude please mo ben Abdulaziz no
it's like a every president Abdulaziz the yachi free Barcelona and send Barca playing for no
na mame nsa se free baby a odi busa me na no uko Spain na ye hu de oye winner wo Barcelona England Liverpool Germany Bayern France PSG ene ana uko Italy a ye behu de obaji scudetto Italian Serie A no se Napoli boboku no ana se Inter Milan boboku no omna ye two potential winners on betmaje. The reason why I make say Napoli for na advantage say on betme wini scudetto ni nie se wo check Italian Serie A table na Napoli was 79 points Inter was 78 points just a point and a separated out two sides no it means say Napoli winning the game and fear on koshe Inter Milan results and Napoli nankasa destiny ekura no but on the part of Inter Milan say Inter winning the game I just was train the results of Napoli and Inter for nankasa destiny enkromo so between these two clubs so what I can dear or what's our advantage now the one kasa crown destiny that's Napoli Football Club so we near now on koshe Inter Milan advantage the man Napoli dear tosum yenu Napoli bofie Inter kwa away and football mostly dear obofie no or advantage ahead of the kwa away no so Napoli tenefie aboni game na Inter Milan kwa away no clearly say team a friend say Napoli was our advantage no and two clubs or more pre-league na je no o check obia opponents are the den pan so Inter Milan no between Cagliari and Como this season Como better than Cagliari and say o check Napoli opponent or kwa kwashia no now we check Inter Milan opponent or kwa kwashia na and so sa Napoli for our slim advantage say opponent or kwa kwashia no ne performance any slow as compared to Inter Milan for opponent or kwa kwashia so okay kasa reasons ne factors we now together can most likely say Antonio Conte and the boys no ebe winning Italian Serie A scudetto because the ekeka koni na no favor Napoli bobuku no and Antonio Conte media a big achievement at the man because uko Italy or the Juventus Agi League or the Inter Milan Agi League ana say ne otimi the Napoli Suji Liga enye easy say what the sa three top teams we ebe Agi League Italy so and then you kohe when the bet winning league no say Antonio Conte say Simone Inzaghi by personally mimi hu say most likely say advantage no ekra Napoli bobuku no enna ana ebeto odwa Luka Modric announce say season ni be wi on to aso biem emfama Real Madrid bobuku no oye abrantie ba ko a 13 good seasons near with Real Madrid Luka Modric are paying dues with the club why successful with Real Madrid bobuku no but Ken, if it is a Luka Modric, every space, every PM or Real Madrid. What even you be brave with the club, supporters near grateful and omokai. But dear Bakwa, Real Madrid for ebe kai Luka Modric pano. Sa 90+3 were Lisbon. UEFA Champions League final against Atletico Madrid. At the time na obi enim sa Atletico Madrid di kuru ano 90+3 minutes. Sa Sergio Ramos header no. Nipa na obo corner kick na abrante friend say Luka Modric. And sa de na Luka Modric corner kick no man Madrid eje la da sima no. Up to date. Idea ba kwa as stick into the heads of Real Madrid for fans. And case how much na course for Lisbon no. Na date no 24th of May 2014. Then na Luka Modric ball sa corner kick Ramos pemie no. Na 24th of May. Na me aduma etina. Luka Modric ne last game e wo Bernabeu. Esa 24th of May. Enti ade na Luka Modric ma Real Madrid do mo je la da sima. Up to date. I want Real Madrid for supporters ni team na 24th of May. Na me aduma etina ne last game e wo Bernabeu no. Esa 24th of May. Enti akwa ye unique name bia, unique date bia. Abrante fence Luka Modric edi free Real Madrid boboku nim. Oye obi a oba Real Madrid no. Obe far rough time. So obe kind of first season. The readers of Marca voting say oye the worst signing for Real Madrid that season. Or fighting ya benya in the position. It got to a time Luka Modric be key figure or Real Madrid setup ye most important players are. Na Luka Modric ka hubi. It got to a time otimi peja na modern boma Emma Luka Modric be the best midfielder e La Liga. Abeje Ballon d'Or by King. The biggest achievement for Luka Modric or Real Madrid ye say. Yet say Real Madrid boboku ni nyina no. Ono ana the most decorated player. There is no single player or Real Madrid boboku ni ma. What the trophies ese Luka Modric. And the achievements records are why you Real Madrid boboku no. Adia ba kwa abuama Luka Modric nkofo epena asempa no say no. He is the most decorated player or Real Madrid for setup. Nyame aduma Saturday. Madrid for beja no kwan enye ono nkwa Carlo Ancelotti meeting in a press conference or so why a lot of mistakes. Debi Ameka Ancelotti opatano or ye nipa obey mistakes by say oh ka Real Madrid aboko sema untimi nyi Carlo Ancelotti mfem film Real Madrid coach is some point ni nyina no on ni coach a wetimi agi trophies kese. So to me nyame ya aduma Sunday Real Madrid for no a celebration and omo ana two great legends Luka Modric and Carlo Ancelotti. You wish you all the best as a Madrid fan. Sa two legends we know abi pay dues to the club. Me kopie mo Liverpool for him I want to go Bayern for so. Yes say oko Germany a Bayern for mpanyi for no mo po. Essence almost halam shake. Because pressure na Liverpool for them Bayern eso. Me na no Florent Wirtz. Na Bayern for him so me radio no because boy na kayes a tromo. Na busuafo na kayes e de a kire Bayern. Adia man you say pressure abani na you say up to date Bayern for you ready to meet the demands of Liverpool. That's 150 million euros. Na pressure Liverpool for the Bayern na you say Liverpool for are you ready to pay the 150 million euros and Liverpool for Airpeno. 150 million euros and Liverpool for team and friends say Liverpool came or my ready say ombetia. Na Bayern for head the pie Man City and a Man City pull out. Bayern for susu da say Liverpool for be ready so ba ko tua 150 no. And at the time Man City for pull out no money say Man City no Oscar de ba ko tua and Man City for free. And to omo tell say Liverpool for ready to pay 150 no ama Bayern for ho hwehwe omo. Na de ma Liverpool for sa de we nyina aba no. Eye de course na awotwi. Story na be to odwa no eye no kre after say Florent Wirtz abusuafo ko sia Liverpool for mo ka okay. Omo accept Liverpool for a project and you proposal no. And when Michael Edwards a friend Liverpool for directors a friend way for no and okoshi omo Boston or US. And say emergency meeting biaba. And a friend way for the catch Michael Edwards say and ka be friend meeting bia o my proud notice. Bear 1 week some days. And emergency nkwa be na aba o si yen sori ne be meeting ni manimu ya no. And Michael Edwards said to him say abante na friend say Florent Wirtz no. Proposal na Liverpool for the mom no or you okay with it. Say the aka na say mu be release this car na dia akwa kotua. And Michael Edwards e ka che Fenway for ne say Mohamed Salah ne Van Dijk and komo ko. Yet is kebi to ho say Salah ne Van Dijk komo ko aye de betom replacement. Say so ma nya nko say ska ne da ho. Adan nya mfa nkotua Florent Wirtz sika no. Ama say Fenway for na dia tuma. Say what's Liverpool for na ye sharp. As it stands now, you see Liverpool for offer no. 150 million euros or my ready to pay. The aka is Liverpool for Bakutia. Project no any omu proposal no Florent Vitz in the book for okay. And to the pressure they are to buy and for so pan. So as it stands now, BBA in Liverpool for so some Bakutia scan. Miko Piemo Barcelona. Barcelona ya die bi akin mani je ho. Meme die ewiase e wo no. So obi ya die amebo na baso. Because obi o ya die no, sa obo na baso anu asua na so de account die ho. Na wako wani. Ade konti amebo Barcelona baso ne yese. Se o pesa o build a team. Now compete at the highest level. The first thing I saw be maintaining the key figures and the key guys e wo team nim. Before sa obe dey omo ba be ka ho no. Because some person build a team now they compete at the highest level. Now omo dada no a omo de mbo so ani a omo betima boa project no o jai mo kwa afi na asa ba be hihye bibia foforo. Now we check Barcelona project no omo ye na Barcelona for person mu di kan maintain key figures no first and sa no match omo ba be ka ho. Se overfield ne so a the leader the leading Barcelona team no e wa agropama no so no e yo mu coach Hansi Flick. Hansi Flick e ba na nkofo ni gidio by say Hansi Flick I'm a doubters, I'm a believers. Barcelona for a releasing Barcelona for extending the contract. Almost say onka na project non twaso. Rafinha a key player. Almost extending the contract to 2028. Meno woka say Pedri why extending the contract to 2030. Almost extending Kubasi die. Almost extending Fermin Lopez die. Lamine Yamal etwaso on the face on the future of Barcelona. Oria Frankie de Jong be renew. Abrante Fence Eric Garcia be renew. Indigo Martinez ebe renew. So adia Barcelona for any say on betimi atwa project no me no so the first step is maintaining the key figures and na Barcelona for ne no. Omo maintain our players in area afi no mbehwe omo mbeba no. Deku essay omo hwe anim se season betina se sergeant na de omba akopɛ goalkeeper ombe pɛ midfielder no ma pɛ winger san ye build the team and adia na Barcelona ye mani age ho ma me mbɔ de aka no so mfama wo onim se PG for ho ana omanya information bi say omo midfield obi ebo ni din eye Vitinha omo te say Real Madrid for any boy ne ahase e kasa because Luka Modric kono Madrid dey per midfielder PSG for say Real Madrid for mba ho kra na Vitinha no mo nton no se ma be dada Mbappe abefa Mbappe aba Vitinha no emfa enti leta ni mpokra Real Madrid for nya mfa mo propose anko no PSG for reject because omate se Juni Calafat o hyehyase no oye adwuma no and Abrantie we ken on me for the Real Madrid for yin Vitinha no enti say PSG for say omo de omo ntiase eni gi se me wo Chelsea say Abrantie friend say Caicedo Chelsea be extending the contract okay de omo de ma ko Palmer no a long term deal but mo say teams akese na ebe hu no ana omo renew ye omo say Caicedo okay born now about this season no matter say teams akese na eba enti Chelsea ebe renew the contract of Caicedo. Say Arsenal 2 wingers and omudi nkomo serious Rodrigo and Adimola Lukman and Rodrigo Arsenal and they say the teams na ni abre
Rodrigo ni Lukman
yes and today imagine say a bedding okay and see Rodrigo ni Adimola Lukman Arsenal
but because this and team Basa Athletic coach na so na wasa who's over permanence
oh na some fast anti-miller buy still na fire
na wasa who's over permanence the fan say coach na
nyadi at this stage there akwadaa no be here certain psychological talks obe here psychologist to be working on him. We've seen a lot of players and if I don't want to feel say maybe a crop of players we able boy asemasi ene be baba be star won because ono na ye talented ono ne nim twetwe ono ne nim ball ne ball but them never call him na sa player kro ne hu no system ne mu biom na another player emerge I see on countless occasions and then Mohamed Kudus a star player the Black Stars but under 17 normally go India park was Fabian time no Mohamed Kudus was a bench warmer not a bench and an album Gabriel Levenom there were certain players I remember one player of friend high school Tampico today. Yeah. And certain other players. Ano musiaka no mo de mo was pa. Tokunum any idea. But then all these players and Mohamed Kudus. E wo football ni mo. Nti e to da sanete. Me kai to the cruise mu team no de be under 17. There was one striker Tukuta Pasu on na she goals ma Germany team ne pa but the miracle na nim ne yehu sukuta pass biem yehu baby of fire enti ball na to da asa na te enti at this stage I was so many akwada ne kasa no mo shenim crying almost psyche player na up no say it is not over Barcelona na amfa ebi obetimi akoba bi na akwa there are other players in Barcelona today almost shall say Barcelona no mo nya playing time mo free okoye Danny Olmo is a typical example okoye ne basa asante sika e de akwa na ba eti enye over omo ma akola no some sports psychologist no only player na nkasa na ontimi and get back na ne man konkan fama no ken Italian Serie A no I feel say ene team my friend is Napoli beje the 4th Serie A title oni Inter Milan na epre only did 1 point and yet over because 1 point aka 1 game there and the bibia betimi yesi but what omo mienu opponent na omo bono a Napoli opponent no a bit weaker with no disrespect to Cagliari compared to Inter Milan there no Inter Milan ibo komo no osan so ko away komo home and na oko so open one of the teams omo improve pa epic at the right time was season nimu a udiri monyi komo mfemfem omo an chance ye share Italian Serie A na se komo about first 4 matches ken no we lose 2 no draw 2 first 4 matches o lose 2 draw 2 o wie no be share 2 aso o share 2 aso ni wie no people thought say resurgence number obi a chance na ontimi nya win waba be nya win wie no ato aso dia then clearly near asesa dia makomo de yehu ya ne se komo asabo 9 matches ato aso Italian Serie A ni mu from week 7 to week 15 na komo abon 9 matches ken one win ba akokra o lucy mako 5 and o draw 4 but from there and you make on no Fabregas finding the right way to do things they will come team ni mu in fact the last 6 matches na komo abo before the last game omo against Verona na komo ahye ni nyina say homo say ya will ochi obi ana o hye no the last 7 matches in the Italian Serie A one win 6 and one draw just 1 so it is a very difficult side but so you Inter Milan now who pe liga dia any say komo ya problem the mal the kind of quality Inter Milan kita 1 number 2 o say so kwa Barcelona Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League final o Paris Saint-Germain no obehia so gather the right momentum onya lose wo game we mu e dey call Paris Saint-Germain game ni mu emo no so whether they are going to win the Italian Serie A title or not I was so making sure say at least omo betimi anya win onya win mpona Napoli to check Cagliari of which is highly possible because Napoli able home ono ne tenefi no watch Cagliari and wo kwa away Cagliari the 14th Como the 10th clearly there is difference between these two teams and I believe say then Napoli betimi a jet title no but all jet title no Inter Milan to be here so be gather the right momentum to go play Paris Saint-Germain game no our Champions League final anymore I don't see Inter Milan losing possibly a double chance for Inter Milan na Napoli there I'll go for a straight win 2-0 for Napoli Boko no ken on Chelsea player your friend say Nkuku there are reports say season the baby here I dey on Bema Nkuku akọ say Nkuku kwa obi bi say identity that Chelsea won Nkuku no jana manako football no it is about results and my be ja kwa ma akọ and Nkuku ba Chelsea the kind of performance I was giant you know say na no born one Leipzig and Camenya show say Chelsea be kwa fa no Nkuku last 2 seasons was spending here with Leipzig Boko nim the ken over 59 matches in the Bundesliga. No, I said 36 goals and I assisted 17. It took kind of contributions to Bomoa. 59 matches, no, I contributed 53 goals. And the Diamond Leipzig daily. And I Chelsea Coco fan buy. But Chelsea Coco fan buy and born out Auburn. And Sean Cry, you knew the Chelsea standard this season. Now you move if you say, time and Jackson and you honor in Kuku best stepping in. No Baba watch Chelsea Bobo. But unfortunately, when Timia Mobona and I expected so Bono. It is a Chelsea for sorry. No much person who jump and choir. Mimi feel say it is a step in the right direction. As I say, Oko. But all calling your problem. Why not Chelsea Kwako Fanaba? You look at the Chelsea project or more building. Mejutum so more young players. They are building a new project. I bet lasted for years. But then again, can say in as much as over young players, you know, I thought I have to blend with experience. And to have Barcelona team no more building now. There are a lot of young players. But Brand no Gina anymore no. Obo goes the more Robert Lewandowski is an experienced player. And if you say Chelsea project, you know, players no one was our quality, no. But over here obey goal machine or experience. I will be the pack and the amount now the results.
And it's so much
On the boy strikerless system. On project no more.
Talented players when you're coaching a year.
Oh, no problem.
Such as a dream with the income. Bakola to such as
But Osman Dembele is an experienced player.
Coach na improve this area doing the Bakola money.
Sure, when you're coaching the system, no more better. Yeah. Experienced player. Originally, Muonum. Oko actually one man. Obenya Marquinhos, experienced player. Can experience in them mobile. Experience coupled with a quality performance. Until that they be a Mikel Vitinha. No, Victor Osimhen asem. A branch any numbers are over the years and clearly. Actually, say he's the man of Begina Chelsea anymore no ebe. It is a Nkuku kwa. Nkuku ko because the needed numbers are also the match Chelsea no. Until me fama. Chelsea. I believe say go for Victor Osimhen. The numbers this season has been crazy. About 29 matches in the Turkish league. Watch 25 goals.
I just say 15 with Premier.
Can say.
I just say 15 goals with Premier.
But the difference between Victor Osimhen and any other players, maybe more top 5 leagues than he say. He's played in the top 5 league before. Oh yeah, top scorer.
Okay.
Yes, it was proven. It's in yes, take you on corner wash it. And I walk off another now Bedrian who there be in the Italian Serie A or you proven. It's Chelsea more canon among of our branch and not players no team no more building no. He had that experience up front. And yes, sir, who of another inexperienced player bar. I bet to say the Abrewa will now the Abrewa be the idea. In Kuku. But now say Quaco phobia or not to say Kuku and the number. Difference be a member. On Abrewa, I say